Hi everyone. I didn't get around to doing my update the other day after I bought my plants at the VanDusen garden sale, so I'm going to do a quick update today. It is Tuesday, and I'm going to start with inside because it's been a while since I've showed my inside seedlings. And I've got a few new things going on. Those ones there are my black cream tomatoes and some gypsy peppers on the end there. And they're coming along okay. My basil, I did thin them out quite a bit. There's still lots of seeds in there. I should probably just pick them out and kill them and let the other ones be happy with lots of space, but I can't bring myself to do it. So we're just going to see how well they grow in these tight quarters and see what happens. These are some cucumbers. The ones in these little square container planter thingies are a variety. It's a trailing cucumber, but apparently it's a bush cucumber, but it's called trailing cucumber. A little confusing, but the one in the big circle pot here, that's a lemon cucumber. And these are some of the basils that I transplanted from this one. And basically I just used a pencil to, well, when they were in the other pots, I used a pencil and just kind of shoved it down, loosened the roots a little bit, and then pulled them out very gently. And then I moved them over to here, stuck the pencil in to kind of make a little hole, and gently guided them in, and then squished the soil around them. And they've been doing well. It's probably been about a week or so since I did that to those. And I think I put 9 in each pot. So those are looking good. Then in here, I've got some marigolds and those two that are starting to come up. Kind of see them. They're called Little Heroes Mix. So it's a variety of colors, and they're just small marigolds. And there is some snapdragons, but they haven't come up yet. And then, actually I don't think there's much to update up here. My bee balm, still growing, it's getting bigger. And some more basil in those pots back there. And then a few more seeds that I'm waiting to germinate, but nothing's popping up yet. Okay, so let's go do a quick update of outside, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so outside, my tomatoes are pretty much the same, but I just want to show off this guy because I didn't think that my tomatoes would come back, and this one seemed to be doing very well, as if it never died in the first place. So the other ones are still looking kind of scrawny. That one's thriving. Scrawny, thriving. And another one kind of in between. Okay, I digress. Let's continue. I repotted a different tomato plant in here. I don't know if you can see this. Well, basically, I think I went to Walmart and I got one tomato plant for $1.07 or something, but there were 3 tomato plants in it, so I tried to separate them and then plant them again, and they seem to be fine. Planted that a few days ago. And then with the other 2 plants, I didn't know what I was going to do with them, so I've hidden them in my garden. There's one, and I don't know where the other one is, but it's hidden in here somewhere. Oh, maybe it's over here. I can't find it on the camera. There. Anyways, so as the bulbs start to die down a little bit, then my tomatoes will start coming up, and I don't know, I just thought it might be fun to put them there. Okay, there's my wintergreen growing happily underneath this rhodo that we stole from my parents-in-law's house. And so it's going to give off little berries. Tastes kind of weird. It's a nice red rhodo, so should be pretty. Strawberry spinach is starting to grow larger. My little lobster keeping them company. And I haven't planted anything in those ones yet, but I've got nasturtiums in this little hanging thing. I'm hoping that the nasturtiums will start to grow up and along the fence here, and maybe even trail down. And I also have a fuchsia in there. because I like fuchsias and it could be nice. In my garden. Those are radishes that you can see very easily. Nice and small. Some of them are red, some of them are white. And there's going to be lettuce popping up kind of in between. One head of lettuce per little square there. The red oak leaf is getting bigger. I think this is kale popping up here. Up here is spinach, and I had something digging in there, but the spinach seems to have recovered. Some Swiss chard, and here you can see a big hole from something was digging in my garden again, and they actually took a couple of my little Swiss chard seedlings with them, so I'll have to replant those. Sorry, it's getting a little windy out here. There's some radishes, carrots. Those pretty much look the same since last time. That looks the same. Here's my little mint pot. I've got, yeah, I showed you these actually earlier in the video. These are the ones that I got from the VanDusen sale. This is the chocolate mint I got, and I know that it's really easy to grow mint by just cutting off, you know, a stem and then putting it in water or putting it in soil and whatnot, but I guess they must have done it like just before I bought the plant, because as soon as I went to take it out of its pot, it kind of fell apart. So I'm hoping that it might come back. Leave it to me to kill a mint, right? There's one of my cabbages. Look how happy he is. There's another one. Yeah, my spinach. Some cilantro, that looks the same. Kale's getting bigger. And there's my broccoli that could, with some arugula beside it. And, oh, I've got a bean coming up. That's kind of weird. I'd given up on beans in this section. Doesn't look very healthy either. But, okay. Cool. I planted that one like before the last frost date, and I thought, okay, well, it died, so no worries. And I planted, I think I put dill or caraway or something in there, and lo and behold, an ugly little bean pops up. Who knows, maybe it'll be like the ugly duckling. It'll turn out to be beautiful in the end. This bed I've actually changed quite a bit. Okay, so I transplanted out some of my tomatoes. And yes, they look small and sad and whatever. And then with them it goes broccoli, tomato, all the way down the line. And then the next line, it goes tomato, got borage seed there, tomato, that hyssop or whatever, licorice mint, tomato. I need to put cages around these ones still. I think that's oregano, tomato, something else, tomato, rosemary. And then down here, I'm going to put tomato, and then I've got cabbage, and tomato, cabbage, so on and so forth. The tomatoes in the back row are green zebra. The ones in the next row are the brandywine. And then I'm hoping in a few weeks I'll be able to put my black cream tomatoes in the front row. It's a lot of tomatoes for one bed. But I don't expect that my tomatoes will get too big this year, so it should be manageable. And then put my salad Bernet up here. Bernet, however you say it. With the catmint in the background. There's my donkey. Strawberries. The herbs. And this is my asparagus patch that still has no asparagus in it. However, I do see, maybe I won't show you that actually. I see that maybe a neighbor's dog has come into my yard and left me a nice present right where one of my asparagus is supposed to be. So I'm gonna, got my plastic bags, I'm gonna get rid of that in a few minutes. Some peas coming up here. It's kind of hard to tell with all the weeds around, but there's some sugar snap peas. And I put a nasturtium down here as well. This is a climbing nasturtium so that it can help to cover up this trellis. And yeah, so I think